Hello everybody, hope you're doing marvelously well. In this episode we're going to be looking at the MixerFace, the R4R. This device has a rechargeable battery in it that apparently lasts a bleeding long time. So this is the CEntance R4R, the MixerFace. Nice little box. I mean, we look at lots of different IOs, for instance, that you can travel all over the place and use. But have we ever looked at anything this size before? It's pretty remarkable. It records at 24-bit. So it's high quality. It has two inputs on the back here, which are 1/4 inch or XLR. So it's fantastic for doing overdubs, etc. Because not only does it have a micro SD card that comes with the R4R, it also has the ability to connect to your phone or any other USB style device. So there is the USB connection. I mean, it's pretty tiny, but between this and then of course for an iPhone, this connector here, I can go into an iPhone. But of course you can also go into an Android or any other kind of thing. So there's a high impedance switch here. So whatever device you might be, if you're coming in from an instrument which has a schnizzle load of output, you can obviously select it here. But the most important thing, I think, actually, is this little high-pass filter here. Because if this is truly going to be a portable device and I'm going to want to record like anywhere, like you name it, it's small, it's portable, it goes in your back pocket. So I'm going to be outside, I might want a high pass, you know, traffic noise, wind noise, you name it. So that's pretty nifty. So here's the gain control for each of them here. Now, this is an interesting feature because this basically, once you've connected a USB to it, this will go into your phone and that becomes the USB. Now, of course, it has a micro SD card, so it can record straight onto that if you wanted to. But this becomes the USB connection to your phone. Okay, so why am I saying that? Well, basically, it's because it can have the independent channel coming in, i.e. a headphone mix of just the acoustic or the vocal or whatever's coming in this channel here, or it can go and favor what is being played back. Meaning, when you use this with something like GarageBand on your iPhone, if that's what you're using, you can blend between the GarageBand playing back or the direct signal. So it's like a quick, easy way of balancing a monitor. And it's on an actual control that you can use fingers with as opposed to getting into a screen on a small phone and sitting there trying to figure out how to do it, which we've all been frustrated at. So we've got an auxiliary input here, 3 and 4, and an overall monitor volume. It's quite straightforward. It's a lot of information packed into a very small box. You've got record here, play, fast forward, rewind. I mean, miniature little controls here. Yeah, these controls obviously are only for the micro SD. They don't independently control your GarageBand. You'll do that from your phone. You've got a stereo or mono monitoring here. So I'm going to get the little card here and check this out, see what these other couple of controls are. So you've got the line input here and the line output there. So the high-low or the low-high here is actually going to control the output coming out of here. So if it was like blowing up, you know, a pair of speakers, powered speakers, because the reality is you could record just into this and then monitor through speakers. I mean, I like the idea of obviously using this in a multi-track situation, or it's either going to be a multi-track situation going into your GarageBand on your phone, or it's this. It's just a little recorder, a high-quality recorder with good sounding mic pre's. So I've been told, we will have a listen, but good sounding mic pre's that is pretty small, and I can just plug my acoustic guitar in, either DI or mic it, sing over it, and do little demos. So quite a lot of fun. Now, what is good about this? Well, we have the rather wonderful David of the Workday release. And David is going to do a demo, just an acoustic guitar vocal demo using this, going into GarageBand in his iPhone.
What's up? So I'm going to try and record a song, an acoustic vocal song, through the CEntance MixerFace R4. So I've got it here, and the cool thing about this is you don't need power. So it has a rechargeable battery, and I have it plugged into my phone. So I'm going to open GarageBand and record an acoustic part and then a vocal part over it. So I have a LCT240 Pro by Huart going into input 1. I've got the gain knob. I'm bringing it up. monitor level here. There's a knob here where I can adjust how much I'm hearing of the mic. I'll pull up GarageBand. So when you start this thing and you plug it in, usually the phone should recognize it and it'll ask if you want to do monitoring through the interface. So it's important to do that because if you don't, sound will still be coming through your phone. And so I can hear myself right now through the monitor, through the interface where the mic signal is coming through. But when I do playback after I record something, I won't be able to hear it if the sound is still coming through here. So it's important when you select something to make sure that you say, yes, I want to monitor through the CEntance MixerFace R4. I'm also turning down the effects that are on the track already so there's no latency problems. I can go up here to the top right corner in settings, click advanced, and I can actually record in 24-bit. Check, check, check. Check, 1, 2, check, 1, 2. There's a peak here, it says I'm clipping. So we're recording through the interface into an iPhone, but it also comes with a micro SD card so you can record at the same time. This knob here allows me to switch between the mic level and what I would hear through playback. So when I'm playing back through the track, I can switch over here to USB. Then I'll hear the track playing. All right, click level is good. Let's try one. Cool. So I can go back and listen to it without click. When I adjust this knob further over towards USB, the more I hear of my playback. I can still hear my mic. Come all the way over to the right. I can't hear myself anymore. Go back towards the left. Now I can only hear the mic and I can't hear playback. Good enough. All right, so now that we got an acoustic take that I'm happy with, we're going to record a vocal over it. Again, I'm going to turn off all the effects so I don't have any latency issues. Check, 1, 2, check, 1, 2. I want to hear the track before I sing. Hey, check, I'm adjusting the monitoring level. This way I can hear more of the acoustic, less of my voice, less of my voice, less of my voice, none of my voice. Hey, check, 1, 2, check, 1, 2. All right, let's give it a try.
I grew up here inside these walls. They'll never let me free. 'Cause once when I was 3 days past 18, I took a life that threatened me. That was 25 ago, but they say I'm still the same. Second chances should be left to God, and I only have myself to blame. And I can't forget that night. It'll be at my side till the day I die. I've owned up the best I can. God knows I'm a better man than the reckless kid that walked in 25 ago. Yeah, I cannot wait to stretch my legs when my father calls and I walk out of this place.
Great, let's take the files and throw them into Pro Tools and see what they sound like.
So after David finished recording on GarageBand inside of the iPhone, we airdropped those files to the computer. The files are 24-bit 44.1. My friend Paul, who told me about this, tells me that he really likes these mic pre's. So this is going to be my first opportunity to hear them. I'm going to start vocal and acoustic.
I grew up here inside these walls. They'll never let me free. 'Cause once when I was 3 days past 18, I took a life that threatened me. That was 25 ago.
It's nice. Obviously, no compression, no EQ, nothing. What I am fairly interested in is solo the vocal here. That is so clean. That's crazy. I mean, if there's one thing that we can love about digital is like none of the sort of noise that you would associate with even some of the best mic pre's in the world. That's pretty darn silent. And it wasn't even a feature I was really sort of looking for. I've heard, you know, my friend Paul introduced me to this, said to me lots of people are using this to do overdubs, because if you open up GarageBand or something like that, you can bring in a 2-track. So somebody sends you a demo, something they want you to play on, you load in the 2-track, and before you know it, you're doing a vocal overdub or a guitar overdub. And look, there's so many situations I do overdubs with zero compression, EQ, or anything. So the fact that it's this size, pretty minuscule, is quite remarkable. This sounds fantastic. I know the Lewitt microphone intimately well, use it all the time, and this is pretty accurate representation.
I've owned up the best I can. God knows I'm a better man than the reckless kid that walked in 25 ago.
Pretty nice. It's very clean. I think we'll make these files downloadable. You can download those. We'll find somewhere, just sort of click down below so you can hear it. Just one full take of each, one acoustic, one vocal. No overdubs, no edits, no nothing. You know, there's a squeak or two in the guitar, but it's a great illustration of what this is designed for. It is designed to be quite professional. I mean, they put a lot of time and energy into this. I remember they had something, a precursor to this a few months ago, and they wanted to hold off and send us something they were super, super happy with. So I'm very impressed with this. So great work. And as ever, of course, you can win. Enter to win. There's going to be a link around here somewhere. Don't forget to subscribe, hit the like button. The little bell thingy notifies you when we have a new video. And of course, if there's any comments and questions you'd like to leave below, please do. I love getting stuck in and answering them. Thank you ever so much for David of the Workday Release for coming in and being our guinea pig. So have a marvelous time recording and mixing, and we'll see you all again very, very soon.